Get down on the floor. Now get back up. If you can do it safely, try it before you keep watching. Don't worry about the speed. Just move normally and notice what happens. Did you get up easily? Did a hand touch the floor? Did your knees come down? Did you reach for something nearby? In 2012, researchers in Brazil asked more than 2000 adults to do almost exactly this. They called it the sitting rising test. What they found was surprising. People who struggled the most, who needed a hand, a knee, or something to hold on to, had a much higher risk of dying over the following years. That's a serious finding for something most of us would never think to test. But this isn't really about the floor. Getting up off the ground asks a lot of your body at once. Leg strength, joint mobility, balance, coordination. Every one of them has to work together in just a few seconds. And there's a reason this feels effortless when you are young and can feel strangely difficult later in life. To understand why, we need to go back to where that story begins. Think about how often you touch the floor in a normal day. Probably not very often. For most of human history, that would have been a different story. Cooking happened close to the ground. People gathered around fires, worked with their hands, ate meals, rested, and looked after children without a chair waiting behind them. A deep squat was useful, so was sitting cross-legged, kneeling, or simply lowering yourself down and getting back up again. None of this needed a name. It was just how often people changed positioning. You can still see it in a small child. Give a toddler something interesting and watch. They drop into a squat, sit, lean forward, stand, turn down, and do it again. No warm up, no one to teach them where to put their feet. It's just natural. As we get older, our surroundings start making different choices for us. A chair is there when we are tired. A sofa is easier than the floor. A raised bed is easier to get into. Eventually, the floor becomes somewhere we walk over, not somewhere we spend time. That sounds like a small change, but remove a movement from everyday life long enough, and the body gets fewer chances to use it. And here is the part that often gets missed. Chairs themselves aren't new. What's new is how completely they took over ordinary life. That happened much more recently than most people think. The movement looks simple from the outside, but slow it down and you will see how much has to work together. Your ankles need enough movement to let your knees travel forward while your heels stay down. Your hips have to fold deep enough to bring you down. Your legs control the descent instead of just dropping your weight. At the bottom, your balance has to hold. Then comes the harder half, standing back up, producing enough force through your legs while staying stable the whole way. There isn't one part doing all the work. Ankles, hips, knees, trunk, legs, balance, all firing in the same few seconds. That's what makes this test interesting. The original scoring starts you at 10 points. You lose points for every hand, knee, or other support you use. And losing your balance costs you too. A perfect score doesn't guarantee anyone a long life. A low score doesn't hand anyone a date. What the researchers found was an association. People who scored lower had a higher risk of dying during the study. What made the 2012 study striking is that this difference wasn't coming from an elaborate medical exam. It came from watching someone move. Then in 2025, a much larger study followed. 4,282 adults for a median over 12 years. Lower scores were again linked to higher mortality, this time including deaths specifically from cardiovascular disease. That doesn't make the floor itself important. It makes the abilities required to negotiate it important. Strength, mobility, balance, control. When several of those start slipping at once, a movement this ordinary can reveal it, which raises the real question. What happens when you slowly lose the ability to get back up? Losing this ability rarely happens all at once. It usually starts with something small. Person avoids sitting on the ground because getting back up feels awkward. They pick up the higher chair instead. When something falls, they ask someone else to grab it. None of those choices feel important on its own. But movement works that way. Once a range of motion disappears from daily life, there are few chances to use it. A stiff ankle makes a deep squat uncomfortable. Less leg strength makes standing from low harder. Poor balance makes the whole thing feel uncertain. Put those together and the floor quietly becomes inconvenient. That matters because physical independence is really just a large collection of ordinary abilities. Getting out of a car, climbing stairs, picking something up, recovering after a stumble, playing on the floor with a kid. None of those look like a fitness test, but losing several of them at once can slowly change what a person feels safe doing alone. A low score here doesn't diagnose anything specific. It just raises a question. Why has this become difficult? Strength, mobility, balance, often more than once at a time. And those are exactly the abilities worth protecting as we get older. So if you tried the test earlier, what do you do with it? First, don't treat the number like a verdict. A 10 doesn't guarantee a long life. And a low score doesn't mean something's wrong. What's useful is noticing how your body felt during that moment. If it was easy, keep giving your body chances to do things like that again. Sit on the floor sometimes. Get up without pulling on furniture when it's shaved. Squat to work in the garden. Get down on the floor with your kids or grandkids. None of this needs to be a workout. You are just keeping a useful movement familiar to your body. If it felt hard, there's no reason to force it. Use a sturdy chair, a countertop, or a wall and work within what feels comfortable. And if you have a real joint pain, dizziness, or balance issues, don't treat this video as exercise plan. Talk to your doctor first. The lesson isn't that everyone needs to score a 10. It's that something this ordinary can tell you a lot about how much physical ability you still have. That's worth paying attention to. There is something almost strange about this test. We look for complicated ways to measure health, and one of the clues researchers keep coming back to is something as ordinary as getting up off the floor. For most of history, that movement barely deserved a second thought. You sat down, you got back up, you carried on. Modern life gave us easier ways to do almost everything around it. Chairs, cars, sofas, elevators. All useful, all convenient. But convenience can quietly take moments out of our lives. And you don't always notice what you have lost until you need it. So the real question isn't, can you score a 10? It's how much freedom does your body still give you? Can you get down? Can you get back up? Can your body handle what an ordinary day asks of it? Tell me how the test went for you. And if you want another simple clue researchers use to understand aging, I will see you in the next video. Until then, remember, sometimes the future of health is hidden in the lessons of history.